Go ahead.
So today we are talking about daylight savings time. And according to AARP.org, it says daylight savings time takes a toll on your heart. One study found a 24% increase in heart attacks on the Monday after daylight savings time starts. Another found the risk of stroke is 8% higher on the 2 days following the time change. So how do we fix that? Well, first we gotta figure out what the issue is with daylight savings time. And that issue is, according to franciscanhealth.org, it says, we don't really know the specific reason for increases in heart disease and stroke during the daylight savings time change, but it likely has something to do with a disruption to the body's internal clock or circadian rhythm. Meaning that, and the circadian rhythm is basically if you wake up at 8 every day, and eventually you can start waking up at around that time without an alarm clock. That's what a circadian rhythm is. So, how do we fix that? Well, first we gotta start on the fall back. And so let's say you're like me and you wake up at 6 every morning and go to bed at 10 o'clock each night. Well, what is to do since like if this is basically a day, and each one of these ticks marks is an hour, at some point throughout the day, and then let's say this here is 10 o'clock right here. But basically what fall back is doing is adding another hour to the day. Just like that. And because of that, what you want to do is not go to bed at 10 anymore. You want to go to bed at 9. Because that basically takes the hour from 9 to 10 and moves it to basically the beginning of the day, instead of adding a whole new hour at the beginning of the day. But now you don't wake up at 6 anymore, or you'll be sleeping for longer. You wake up now at 5 o'clock. And because of that change, you change your clock, but your circadian rhythm stays the same. So then, now that we're on a 9 and 5 schedule, go to bed at 9, wake up at 5. Now, during spring forward time, what happens during spring forward is basically the same thing happens, but spring forward. So when you go to bed at 9, let's say that's 9, but it basically takes away an hour because you're springing it and moving the clocks forward an hour. So it basically gets rid of this hour there. And so then, instead of going back to bed at 9, because you won't be up as long, you'll go back to the 10 and 6 schedule. And this won't affect your day as long as you don't have anything planned in the wintertime before 9 o'clock. But your circadian rhythm stays the same, just your clocks change. And if you need that, if you want to still follow the the spring forward schedule, and then the fall back schedule, and all that, and just ignore this video, go ahead. But you have a 24% increase of heart attack and an 8% increase chance of stroke during those time periods. So, and if you follow this, your circadian rhythm will stay the same, yet you still follow yet you still do the spring forward and fall back thing. So instead of trying to ban this daylight savings time, you can follow this if the daylight savings time doesn't get banned, but you feel like it should have been. You just need to follow this. And that's it for today. Bye.
Ba-dum-ba-ba-dum-bum.